What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Gets a Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It is Sunday, August 18th, and we have 4 WNBA games to talk about. If you do like the content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It does help out more than you think. We're trying to grow this page one day at a time. Coming off a 1-2 night, we only got the Chicago game. Chicago Sky beat the Sparks 90-86. They had to come back. They were down in that game. So glad I got that one because the other two definitely didn't hit. We had the Mystics and the Lynx. This was revenge from Thursday. And Minnesota woke up and said they're not going to let the Lynx get that, or let the Mystics get that close again. So they won 99-83. And New York and Las Vegas, I thought it was going to be an over game, but they had 18-8 in the second quarter, so scored 26 points total between both teams in the second quarter, and it was a defensive game from there on out. So I think it only got to 130 something, 140 something. But on to today, we did hit both our picks the previous day, so wasn't really expecting to sweep the board yesterday, but we move on. So 4 more games today, another chance for sweeping the board. We have Connecticut and Atlanta up first. So we talked about the other day how the Atlanta Dream might be a better team being healthy after the break. I just don't like their first opponent after saying that. So Connecticut Sun are not the Seattle Storm, and I still like Connecticut in this game. Minus the 7.5. I do kind of like the over though. I think both teams can put up some points, but I still think Connecticut might be the better squad in this scenario. So that's where I would be leaning in this game. Seattle Storm, Indiana Fever. Indiana at home, 3.5 point underdogs. I like their shot at home, so I would be leaning on the Fever plus the 3.5. Possibly the over 2. Indiana likes to put up points, and Seattle might have to stay with them. So yeah, Indiana plus 3.5, over 170 will be my leans for that one. LA Sparks and Las Vegas Aces. We have both these teams are on back-to-back. Las Vegas played New York yesterday in Las Vegas. So they're the only team out of the 3 that are on a back-to-back today that didn't have to travel. So Las Vegas was at home yesterday. They're at home today against the Sparks, who had to travel from LA to Las Vegas. I think I would lean Las Vegas here. I hate these big spreads, and this is all the way to 16.5. But I can see Vegas winning each quarter. Seeing winning each quarter by 5 points, and that's 20 by the end of the game. So I would be leaning on Vegas. I don't know if I'll bet it. Last game up, we have the Chicago Sky and Phoenix Mercury. Chicago Sky on a back-to-back. They played the Sparks yesterday, and like I said, they had to come from behind to win that. I know they want this one too. They lost this game on opening night to the Mercury. In blowout fashion. I think they lost by 20. So I kind of felt like their next game was going to be a Chicago win. That's why I was leaning on them this time. But Chicago and Phoenix on a back-to-back, I'm not really that confident about. So I think that's why the line is at 7. I'd probably be leaning on Chicago to still try to keep it close, but the fact that they're on a back-to-back is what worries me. So back-to-backs don't happen that often in the WNBA. So the fact that we have 3 teams on one today is kind of an anomaly, but it does happen, just not as much as the NBA. So they may not be as used to it as the NBA players are. So I would be leaning on Chicago, but not my favorite because they're on a back-to-back. All right, so those are going to be my picks for this one. Quick video, Sunday. Got some other stuff to get into, so we're going to leave it there. We'll be back tomorrow. I know there's some preseason football, but I won't be watching all of it today, so let me just look and see I think it's just 2 games, right? Green Bay and Denver, and my Saints at the 49ers. So that's the 8 o'clock game. They're both the 8 o'clock games. So we'll look at those later. Like I said, I'm always on the under in preseason. I'll probably play the unders in these 2 games also. So lock those in. Let's get this money. We'll be back tomorrow to talk some more sports.